So I get these pallets at work. We get sheets of steel in on these, and they're free, basically. Get them for nothing. So I've been bringing these things home and breaking them down. So there's a bunch of 4x4s that I can build some stuff with. That's where the kids have been breaking these down. But I wanted to show you, so I've seen people take Sawzalls and cut here, and I've pulled them apart with pry bars and all kinds of other stuff. But what I ended up doing is this. It's just some scrap steel that I had laying around. I made this one today. This is the second one I made. I've got another smaller one over there, but I've made it where it's wide, where I can get over around a 4x4, and it's just an adapter that goes on one of these pry bars. So I use the pry bar for all kinds of other stuff, and they're strong as they can be, but to take the boards off of something, you just slide it in there and it just pulls the board off. Just like so. I mean, it takes almost no effort. Sorry, it's hard to hold the phone while I do this. But see, just that quickly, I can pull the board off. And then I just take a grinder and knock the nails off. Or my son wants to save the nails, so I let him save them if he wants to. So I'm going to keep this one and put all of this on it so I can move it around easily. And I've got another pallet full, not quite as stacked high as this one is, but I've got another pallet full of these over by where I'm working on a project. But we're going to take these and use them to build some, my kids want a little bike shed for their bikes to keep them out of the weather. I'm going to build something to put stuff like this in out of the weather. I'll be able to park that, hopefully, my backhoe attachment and a few other things. But, you know, I mean, this is something I can get for free. It does take a little bit of effort, but I guess my thing is, if you can build a tool that makes your effort minimal, then that's a good bit of lumber to build all kinds of free stuff, basically. It just takes some effort. So and having that skid steer where I can just grab it with some pallet forks and move this stuff around is really, really handy. I moved my scrap metal bin out here for now, just because I needed room in my shop. But one of the things I'm doing is, this material is so expensive. I think I did a video on this, but I'm going to use that to frame all of this in. So I'm debating on just doing a wooden floor here, just so I don't have to buy concrete, which, I mean, I can use the slats and do that and just make a wooden floor if I want to, or something else. I don't know which yet, but I'll figure that out at some point. But yeah, just something I figured I'd show. It's simple. Here's the other smaller one. So this is another one of those pry bars, and the pry bar is one of these, like this one. These are awesome for moving heavy things. I've got a few different size ones, and this is my smallest one. And for the kids, it's light, it's easier to handle. And I had a piece of tubing that just happened to fit it. The other one, it doesn't fit. That tubing doesn't fit it, and I couldn't find any tubing that would fit that particular one. So I just made some strips on my plasma table and welded it together here. And then I've got some bolts going through there to kind of hold it in place so it don't fall off that way. So, but all it is that's a piece of tubing with a piece welded here and then these welded there. That gives you your pivot point to, you can set it on the pallet, push it in, and see it's your fulcrum. It just, man, it popped from right off. There's nothing to it. Even some of these really hard ones, some of these pallets had just bukus of nails in them, and it just pulls them right out. And you actually get to save basically all of the material. So either way, thought it was neat. Figured I'd share. Have a good day. Bye.